This is one of these videos where we are going to get a little bit more technical and more advanced. In today's video, I'm going to show you two very important e-commerce metrics that you must track if you want to grow your business and increase your sales. Hi there, I am Rihab, an e-commerce coach and consultant, and on this YouTube channel, I share with you videos related to e-commerce, entrepreneurship, and more. And if you are interested about creating a strong, sustainable e-commerce business, I highly recommend you to subscribe to my channel, because every single video I publish will help you to move one step further toward your goal of creating a strong, sustainable e-commerce business. The two metrics I'm going to talk about in this video are the LTV and the purchase frequency. I will explain to you each of these metrics, and I will show you how to calculate them. And most importantly, I will show you how to analyze these results in order to be able to improve your business and your sales. And now, before moving forward with our topic, I want to take one moment to invite you to sign up to the free workshop I'm currently offering. In this workshop, I show you how you can create a strong, sustainable e-commerce business. I show you the exact framework that you should be applying to your business in order to be able to attract, convert, and retain more customers. So, if you are interested about all of this, I highly recommend you to go down to the description and to sign up. This workshop is totally free, so you don't have anything to lose. Go down, sign up, and that's it. And now, let's get back to our topic. The first metric we are going to talk about is the LTV, and it stands for long-term value, and it represents the amount of revenue a customer is expected to generate for your business on their lifetime. So let's say, for example, you acquired a customer today. How much money or revenue you expect to make out of this customer over their lifetime? This is a very important metric, and calculating it will help you to estimate how much you might be willing to pay to acquire a new customer. To calculate the long-term value, you need to use the following formula. LTV is equal to the average order value multiplied by the purchase frequency multiplied by the average customer lifetime. Don't worry, I'm going to explain each of these metrics and how to calculate them in a few seconds. Now, this formula takes us to the second metric I want to talk about, and it is the purchase frequency. And it represents how frequent you expect your customers to buy from your store. So, do you expect them to buy twice per year, 3 times per year, maybe 4 times per year, and so on? And also, I'm going to show you how to calculate this metric in a few seconds. Now, the average customer lifetime is simply how long do you expect a customer to stay coming to your store and purchasing from you. And this metric depends on your product quality, on your customer service, on your brand, and on your niche. But on average, you can take this to be equal to 3 years. Well, if you have been on this business for a long time, you might already have an idea about your average customer lifetime. I highly recommend you to use the exact value if you have it. If don't, you can go with 3, which is the average for all industries. And now, before moving to my screen to start calculating these metrics, there is something very important that I must mention. If you use your Shopify store to sell for your wholesale customers and also to sell for your normal customers, you must take this into consideration while calculating your numbers or your metrics. Because wholesale customers behave in a totally different way than normal customers. With wholesalers, you will have a higher average order value and also a different long-term value and a different purchase frequency. That's why, while you are doing the calculation of these metrics, I highly recommend you to divide your calculations between wholesalers and normal everyday customers. Especially if you are running ads on Facebook and TikTok and Google's, and you want to use these metrics to evaluate your campaigns. In this case, you must make sure that your average order value, your long-term value are not being changed or manipulated by the wholesale orders. So that's why in the Excel sheet I'm going to show you in a few seconds, you will see that I have put aside everything related to wholesalers, and I'm going to show you how to do that for your own business and your own store. So I'm moving now to my screen to show you how to calculate your LTV. I will first show you the Excel sheet I have created to calculate the LTV. Then I will show you how to pull up each of these numbers from your Shopify analytics and put them here in order to be able to get your metrics right. So, as you can see in this Excel sheet, I have divided my work between customers, normal customers, and wholesalers. So first I have the total number of customers, and in here I'm using a period of 1 year only, okay? Starting by 1 year, then I will multiply this by the average customer lifetime. So in the past year I had 2,852 customers, let's say. After that, I have the number of wholesale customers, and after that, I have the number of non-wholesale customers. And simply this is equal to the number of total customers minus the number of wholesale customers. Then I have the number of total orders. Still, we are talking about 1 year period. And after that, I have the number of wholesale orders. Then I have the number of non-wholesale orders. And once again, this is simply the subscription of the total number of orders minus the wholesale orders. After that, I have the total revenue, and it is equal to everything, every penny I made in the last year. So this is my total revenue. And below it, I have the wholesale orders revenue, and I have below it the online store B2C revenue. As I told you, I have divided everything between wholesalers and customers. Okay, this is very important because otherwise all my metrics will not be accurate, and I can't be use these numbers in order to estimate if my marketing campaigns are working well or not, or if I can even afford them or not. Below this, you will find the blue cells, and these are cells that you don't need to touch. They are simply calculation made by the Excel sheet. Okay, and all of these numbers, all of these metrics in here are related to B2C. So I have avoided to include any wholesale number within my calculation. So for the average order value in here, I have divided the online store revenue over the number of non-wholesale orders. So I know how much money I made out of my customers, and I have divided this number by the number of orders to know the average order value. After that, I have the customer long-term value. So how much money I made out of the same customer during this year. And I know this by dividing the total revenue over the number of my customers. So I know how much each customer bought from me in the last year. Okay, after that, I have the buying frequency, or how frequent a customer bought from me. And once again, this is simply calculated by dividing the number of non-wholesale orders divided by the number of non-wholesale customers. Okay, and in this way, I could estimate how many times a single customer bought from my store in the past year. And this is by the buying frequency. After that, I have the buying cycle. So how often do I estimate a customer will come to my store? And it's directly related to the buying frequency. So in here, for example, I know that almost every, let's say, 5 to 6 months, a customer will gonna come back to my store and buy from me. This is my buying cycle. Okay, and it might depend on so many factors. One of them is your products, for example. If you are selling shampoo, for example, how often your bottles will gonna, for example, run out, or if you sell, for example, wine, or if you sell food, or if you sell bags. So this number will be totally different depending on your industry, the products you sell, the type of the products you sell, and so on. Okay, keep this in mind, please, while we are doing your calculations. The number you are seeing in here are very, let's say, dedicated or very related to the business I'm studying, but they might be totally different for your business. After that, we have the long-term value, and it is the value of a customer over 1 year. It's the same one as the one above. After that, you have the long-term value over 3 years. And as I said before, if you don't know the average customer lifetime for your business, you can estimate it or use 3 as an average. So in here, I know that a customer might buy from my store up to $340 in 3 years. So why these metrics are important? Because let's say, for example, you are running ads and you are paying $30 to acquire one customer, and your average order value is $50, like we have seen in this example. So $30 as customer acquisition, $50 as average order value. Most probably you are not profitable because you still have the cost of goods and so on. But if you know that within 1 year, the same customer is going to come back to your store and buy again for free without seeing ads, maybe through email marketing or through social media and so on, in this case, you would estimate that it's fine to pay $30 for CPA because I know that within 1 year I would be profitable. So understanding these value, the long-term value of your customer, the long-term value of your customer within 1 year will help you to decide whether you want to continue paying on customer acquisition or not, whether your campaigns are actually good and profitable on the long term or not. As I told you before, this metric is extremely important because it can help you to judge your marketing campaigns in a better way. It can give you a better view, a more realistic view about your numbers and when and how you can be profitable. Now, let's move to my screen again and let's see how you can pull all of these numbers from your Shopify analytics. We will start by calculating the number of total customers you had in the past year. So from your Shopify analytics, go to customers, and in here we need to apply some filters. The first filter I need to apply is the amount spent, because first I want to make sure that I'm only seeing people or customers who actually bought from us. So amount spent is over than $1. Then I will add another filter, and it's the following: and date. In here you go to the last order date, and it should be in the last 12 months. Let me go down in the last 12 months. So now I'm seeing all the customers who spent more than $1 and ordered something in the last 12 months. If I want also to filter the wholesalers, what I can add in here is another filter, and it's and customer tags doesn't contain wholesale. Okay, and I click on apply, and this is how I get the number of customers who ordered in the last year and weren't wholesalers. Okay, so I can get in this same way the number of total customers, the number of wholesale customers, and the number of non-wholesale customers. Now let's move to see how to do the same thing for your orders. Okay, so what I need you to do is to go in here to orders, and in here you click on the filter and you add the following filters. So the first filter that you want to add is tagged or not tagged with, if you want to get wholesalers aside. So you click on not tagged with wholesale. So this is gonna be your first filter. Your second filter could be like the date. So I'm gonna scroll down to find it. It's date, and it should be in the last 12 months, and that's it. Okay, and now you can see all the orders that happened in the last year and were not tagged by the wholesale tag. Okay, you can scroll down, you can see how much money you've made, you can see the number of orders you received, and so on. Now, you can export the list in here in order to know the revenue, to know the number of customers, and so on. Now, to calculate the amount of revenue you have made out of wholesalers versus customers, just export your orders from the past year and divide them between two lists, one for wholesalers and one for normal customers, and do the sum of the revenue you've made, and that's it. You will have your revenues for wholesalers and for normal customers. And now that you have your numbers, the question is how you are going to increase your store LTV. Because let's be honest, we all want to make more money, and you can't do that unless you increase your LTV. And in order to do that, you must increase two metrics. The first one is the average order value, and the second one is the purchasing frequency. And I'm going to give you tips about how to increase each one of them. To increase the average order value, you must push customers into buying multiple items while they are in your store. So let's say, for example, I'm buying one of your chocolate bars. You need to push me and you need to give me incentives in order to buy multiple chocolate bars. And you can do that by offering discounts or free shipping thresholds, or by creating bundles of your product. Well, on the other hand, increasing your purchasing frequency is directly related to how much your customers are satisfied with your business. And it's also related to how smart you are at cross-selling and upselling your other products to them. So let's say, for example, I went to your store and I bought a chocolate bar today. Your job is to send me emails, send me reminders, give me incentives to come back to your store and try the other flavors. That's how you increase my purchasing frequency. And now I'm going to give you some general tips about how to increase your LTV. Well, the first thing you should ever do is to use email marketing. Email marketing can be a very strong tool in order to help you to get your customers back to your store and buy again from you. And you can do that by sending emails and campaigns and by offering other products from your store to your old customers. And we call this cross-selling, and most probably you know already about it, then that's why you must start applying it in your email marketing system. Email marketing is very important and it can increase your sales up to 40%. If you want to know how to create an email marketing system for your business, I highly recommend you to check these 2 videos on this YouTube channel because they will greatly help you to create an amazing email marketing system for your business. The second thing that you can do is to create a loyalty program where you appreciate customers who come back to your store, you give them points, you give them gifts, you give them incentives, and you can even create a VIP list where you treat them in a different way than your normal customers. So for example, if you are launching a product, you can give them samples, make them try it, or you can give them special discounts, or you can give them, for example, a special treatment by showing them the offers or giving them access to your offers before your other customers or before other people. In addition to those, you need to make sure that your old customers are satisfied. So you must always keep a very good relationship with your old customers. And you can do that also through email marketing by setting up a very good post-purchase flow, by following up with your old customers, by making sure that they are satisfied and they are liking your products. Something else that you can do is to run retargeting campaigns on Facebook. And retargeting campaigns can be very powerful in order to reach back to your customers and in order to invite them to try new products from your store. You can upload your customers list to Facebook and retarget them. And finally, there is something that I must say. Nothing, literally nothing, no strategy, no technique, nothing can help you to increase your LTV unless your products are actually good, unless your customers are really enjoying their experiences with your brand. If you don't sell good products, if your customer experience is bad, most probably your customers will not come back to your store and will not buy from you again. So, if you want to create a strong, sustainable business, if you want to increase your LTV, put your customers first and make sure that your products and that your customer service are excellent. Thank you for watching this video and for staying up until the end. I truly appreciate that. Before leaving, I want to remind you to sign up to the free workshop I'm currently offering. In this workshop, I show you exactly how you can create a strong, sustainable e-commerce business. I show you the exact framework that you should be applying to your business in order to be able to attract, convert, and retain your customers. So if you are interested about doing that, don't forget to go down to the description and to sign up. Thank you again for watching this video. Before leaving, don't forget to smash the like button, to subscribe to my channel, and to hit the notification bell because in this way you will get notified each time I publish a new video. See you next week. Bye bye.